All right,
We here?
yo. Did I start the right
We live?
stream? Did I
We
start the right
live?
stream? Yeah, I started it. Let's make sure we start the right stream. What's good in the mix? What's good? What's good? What's
We
good?
live. We live. We live.
Hey, what's
We
up,
go.
everybody?
All
Hold on. Let me
right.
make
Check
sure
y'all
I'm clicking
YouTubes.
the.
Make sure this is all live. If it's not, I'm about to fight somebody. All right.
I don't think it's loud, man. It's not. It's not
Yo,
showing up
hey,
on my
hey,
screen.
don't play me like that, bro.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's
I
not.
just got the notification.
Hey, you got it. We here. We here. We here. We here.
Yep, we good.
Boy, fine. I knew we.
Baby boy, let's go.
All right, we
Um,
here.
all
Oh,
right.
hey, I like that thumbnail too, by the way. Good job, man.
Yeah.
Who's he coming on through? Coming on through.
All right. All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna share this out real quick.
Share it out. Make sure you like,
All right.
subscribe,
We're
all that good stuff.
let's try to explain to the audience what happened. All right. All right.
Oh, well,
So
we got the mini. We got a mini. We got a mini podcast tonight. We got Zion holding it down with the tech stuff, and we got Ty who got the crispy cam today this
yeah, bro,
week.
he
Hey,
looking real nice
hey,
today.
ready to
Hold
go.
on. All right. Hold on.
Crispy
Ready to
cam.
go.
Oh
Not
man,
gonna lie.
you
Go to
said
the
you can
bar and
see
pick
it.
somebody up
What'd you
today,
say?
bro.
You
All
can
right.
see. You see the Bengals banner in the back.
Yeah, make sure that y'all can see that.
I don't know. You want to change that team, but other than that, it's looking real nice. All right.
What's up?
All right.
Make
All
sure
We're
right,
y'all
so we
can
got
see
the
that.
we got the mini podcast tonight. So it's not gonna be a long podcast. It's a short topic. We're gonna talk about the cancellation of E3.
Yeah, yep. And apologies for starting late. We had a little bit of technical difficulties going on there for a minute, but we do have a show for you guys tonight. And
Blame it on Zion.
oh my god, not this,
no,
bro.
no,
No,
no.
All right. All right. Yo, Logan, what's good? Yeah, Logan. Thank you for the
Hey, what up?
inspiration. Thank you.
but as y'all can see, the title of the podcast is a cancellation of E3. So we're just gonna give our takes. I mean, pretty much we all know why it got canceled. I think we all sort of kind of saw this coming.
Word.
Um, but we already knew that Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo they had already decided that they were not going to be part of E3 this year. So I think the big publishers, E3 or not E3, EA, Ubisoft, who else we got out there? Um, Square Enix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
all those
think those
companies.
were, yeah, I think those they still had something that they were going to bring to the table. But I think as time went on, they looked at it and said, "What's the point?" And so they decided to bag out. And so E3 had no choice but to say, "All right, we canceling it." So we'll just go around and see how you feel about it, what you think about it. What's your most memorable E3 if you can remember
Bro,
that
yo, let me get me started. Ty, you go first. I'm gonna let you have it. All right, you go first.
All right, man. Well, yeah, my first thoughts. Now we did cover this when we initially found out that Nintendo wasn't going. Now E3 was still a thing at that time, but my first thought when Nintendo said they weren't going, because I thought they might just go ahead and still go, and then Nintendo can just dominate E3. And I figured, well, maybe Nintendo might do that. They might be the ones to stay, and then just kind of they be the ones who highlight E3. But when they backed out, that's when the first thought in my head was like, man, they might not even do E3. Like they might go ahead and cancel this thing.
Yeah,
And then later, earlier this week, I believe, is when we found out E3 was officially not happening. And it's like it was kind of like the writings on the walls for me. And I am very disappointed. I've never been to one, but I always wanted to go to E3 and like make a week out of it or a weekend out of it, whatever. Like it's concerning for me for the future because this may just be writings on the wall for the future too. Like unless something drastically changes, there's not really much incentive for the big players to keep coming. And it'll either drastically change E3 or they may just do without it from here on out, and that is kind of troubling for
Word.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through and talked about how, it all comes down to money. If if I got to, it's my product, and then you want me to pay to broadcast or to show off my product, to show and tell it. And so with the way that social media is now, all these outlets, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these outlets that these publishers have, it's like, what's the point? I can go off and show my stuff off and do the same thing you guys were gonna do anyways. But we talked about it earlier how it hurts the consumers, it hurts the fans,
It hurts
because we used to
everybody.
can go all into one spot and play, demos and all that. And I've never been to E3 either. I always wanted to go, but I've never went. But it was always interesting for that week. You knew, hey, for that week, video games, video games, video games. So it was like, hey, what's the new stuff coming out, so forth. So I think that it's disappointing in that aspect because, there's nothing to look forward to. But I mean, other than, every like PlayStation, we're gonna probably get in the direct either probably at the end of the summertime. We'll probably get another direct. Well, yeah, another direct at the end of the summer, and then PlayStation, what Let's Play or whatever. What's that?
It's like
Play.
PlayStation Play or something like that. I forgot. PlayStation Play something.
Yeah. So they're gonna have it, and then clearly everybody's waiting on Xbox to introduce something. So we'll see. But yeah, it's sad. I think something will happen during the summertime when it comes to the major players. But yeah, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it really does suck because it feels like the gaming community is starting to become more further and further apart. Because like, look, back in the day when E3 was still running, like all of the gaming communities was there. Like everyone was there, looking forward to Switch games, looking forward to PlayStation games. Like, look, you could be playing on an Xbox, right? But you still gonna be hyped for who gonna be coming to Smash next, right? Because big reveal, everybody's trying to see, trying to guess who's gonna come. It was just like, it was just like good. And plus, it was the biggest gaming event. It's just sad that like the gaming community is just becoming more disconnected. Everybody's having their own directs, their own little stuff going on. Like I don't know why we just can't be connected, more compact. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, I think they had to reverse it though. Instead of trying to charge these guys to come set up a table and a booth, I think they have to say, hey, we're gonna pay y'all to introduce. I don't know, Nintendo. Of course, they're not gonna introduce their console. They're gonna want to do that on their own. The Switch 2. But hey, Pikmin 4, we know y'all got that in the lineup. Let's look at, how about y'all show that off? Or Metroid Prime 4. You know what I'm saying? You guys, that's been in the works. That's been canceled, worked on, canceled, worked on.
Yeah,
Hey, would y'all like to introduce that? But clearly you got to pay them. But I don't
right.
know if Nintendo, who wants to pay, and I'm pretty sure they paid thousands and thousands of dollars just to set up these booths, but who wants to do that to show off their own
But
product?
but
Nobody.
that's good. Still, all right. So maybe they did have to pay, but they have tons of money, bro, and they're getting more people to get to their product. They're getting people from
But
other platforms to come to their
come
product,
on,
bro.
come
I
on,
don't
man.
see,
You know
bro. Come
what's
on.
better than money? You know what's better than money? More
What?
money.
Oh my God. Trust me, man. You got to spend money to make money because E3 was the biggest event ever, right? Or biggest gaming event. I got to specify. But it was the
But
biggest
that
gaming
was,
event ever. You getting people from
but that
other
you,
platforms, you're getting even more people to see your product. So I think it's pretty much worth it. I'm not tripping
but
here.
that was before. That was before all of them had all these outlets. Like I said, now everybody has their own YouTube channel. Everybody has their own
Yeah.
websites to where you can go in there and look at the stuff. So again, it was for the fans. E3 was for the fans. It was never
yeah,
really for the publishers or maybe the small. I mean, I know one time they do the indie. I
Yeah.
think one day they gave it to the indies, so maybe those people benefited from E3, but it was for the fans. It was for us to be able to sit back for a week and then just look at video game. So
yeah, that's my biggest thing about it. That's why it's so sad to me because in the end, it comes down crashing on us again. To them, it doesn't really mean it probably doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
For indies it does, like you just said. But for Nintendo, Sony, and them, I mean, it doesn't really, it's not going to affect them in any way whatsoever. But for us, man, it was a time to all come together and physically be there and physically see it if you couldn't be there. And that's the part that I'm so bummed out about, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really
And
just
that
sucks, man. Go ahead.
no, no, you said what, Don?
No, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, like I said, it's yeah. Just to double down on what Ty said, it just sucks because, like I said, I believe they're still gonna have stuff throughout the summer about games and stuff, but it was just that 1 week that you could really dedicate your time to look forward to. Okay, we know Xbox has a day, PlayStation has a day, Nintendo has a day, you know, uh, and whoever's excited about EA, clearly, they're gonna have Madden there, they're gonna have Live there, 2K there, not Live, 2K there. So it's like if you're excited about that, then you just have to wait, make sure that your Twitter is up to date so you can get that notification. Hey, or your YouTube, so
Right. And
it's
it's not the same. It's just not the same. Not for me anyways. I don't know. Maybe other people are looking at it differently, but it's just not the same for me.
and like we was talking before, I think that they may have to just find to really revamp E3 and not just make it about video games. Like I was saying, maybe make it about the new technology that's out there, the new monitors, the new TVs, the new cell phones, the new, you know, clearly nobody's going to talk about their system. They're going to want to do that themselves, but talk about you know, technology that's out there that, the new, granted, PlayStation has their VR, but
Hmm.
we know everybody else is trying to create them a VR, so it's like maybe you could talk about, stuff like that. Um, but I think they got to get the right group of people that's not going to be about money. It has to be about the fans. If they're looking to sit there, because clearly they're gonna make money. Because I think when I was looking at these tickets a couple years ago, I think like a pass was like $100, $200 or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
It
crazy.
was crazy. It was like, yo, for a day, So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that they're gonna have to get somebody that, granted, you're gonna make money, but who's gonna be more interested in giving the fans something rather than you know putting all the cash in their pockets.
Yeah, it's like they just don't care
Yeah.
about us anymore, man. All they want is money, 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 bro. They want to care, bro. They have to care about the fans sooner or later to get more money, bro. So,
Sparky says hand it over to the indie devs.
Well, yeah, that in theory that is what you would want to do, and you would want to, try to, but you wouldn't be able to make a full week out of it, and you just wouldn't be able to get the same pop, I don't think, as
yeah,
you
you
would
you
as
will not get
as
enough popularity off of that. It's not
if
enough.
it, yeah, and that's the problem. Like we would love that, but the majority, I don't know if there'd be enough for that.
Yeah, I think it would be. I mean, they could make a day of it, but it would turn into indie direct pretty much. Um, and so,
Don't they just do that
you
with
know,
PAX, right? Or no?
you
Have
said
you
what's
heard
that?
PAX, the little gaming
Yeah,
convention?
yeah. And that's the thing. They get more they get more spotlights on them, and that stuff is held across seas, what, Germany or somewhere over there somewhere,
Yeah,
Yeah.
more so than in the States. And so it, like I said, it just sucks all together because you when I heard that it was going to be revamped and rewritten and all that good stuff, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because you get it, the pandemic happened, COVID happened, so clearly that was gonna mess up a lot of you know E3s, for the last couple of years. But then when you hear about, oh, E3 is coming back next year, and so but then as the weeks go on, PlayStation's not gonna be there, Nintendo's not gonna be there, Xbox. So it's like,
yeah.
who's gonna be there?
Once they all start dropping
Yeah.
out, like
Who's
once
gonna be
Xbox
there?
dropped out, I was like, okay, maybe it's still gonna run. Once PlayStation dropped out, I was like, oh yeah, it's over. Like maybe Nintendo could have carried it, but that's just a Nintendo Direct with some indies at that point. Let's be real.
That's kind of what. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking they might do. I was thinking, well, Nintendo could look at this as an opportunity to be like, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
shine this week, but they're like, ah, yeah, it's not worth it for us either.
Yeah.
I mean, Nintendo pretty much has taken over it for the last couple of years, anyways. You know, they were the
Yeah,
ones, the major players that actually showed a lot. I know, I want to say Microsoft, what 2020, they had a nice showcase,
Yeah, but
showing
I
off
feel like
their games.
Nintendo kinda like in my opinion kinda has been carrying E3 in my opinion because they always had the Smash reveals, they always had the craziest like reveals for games. I'm like, "Yo, what's this? What's that?" But you know, Xbox and PlayStation, they also had their contributions too. I think I said that word wrong, but you know.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, for me, being a Nintendo fanboy, they've always carried it for me. But the other ones was just kind of like bonus stuff to see what they've got. But Nintendo was always the big deal for me, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, man. It's
We
just
love
crazy.
them, man. We are give E3 to the fans. Let the fans make it work.
Make it like community
Might as
based.
well.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be like,
give it to the fan. Well, I mean, clearly you gotta have a name behind it, and so that's what's gonna draw the attention. That's what's gonna bring the people there. So you gotta have major players in there. So whether you gotta get, and I know, I mean, look at the video awards. It's becoming the same thing. A lot of people are dropping off and not really caring about the
mm,
video awards, anymore either, because it turns into a, we in the military we used to call it a horse and pony show, to where now it's just about the look of it. It's not really about the information. So it's like, okay, you got all these fancy lights, you got all this, stuff going on, and then you got the orchestra playing. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the music is cool, and I know they did what they did, Breath of the Wild one year. Who they do? They did a couple of other games that cool. That's cool, but it's like it's about the video games.
yeah,
Show me video games.
Yeah,
That's
right.
and
Oh, it's so
so
true. That's so
so
true.
yeah,
it's becoming the same thing, and I think that with E3, like I said, they got to get a team of people that's going to be about the fans, if they're going to ever bring it back. And I'm assuming, since it's canceled, it was dead last year. It's canceled this year. It's like, don't even call it E3. Call it something else, because it's already been stained. So now you just need
yeah.
to, yeah,
It's over.
revamp, remodel,
Yeah.
They
name it
gotta do
something else. So
E4
that
next, bro. They gotta do E4s. That's what. I. They gotta do an update. I. No, no, no.
You know, unless they get everyone back, if they was to get everyone back, then you can go ahead and start because then it could be E3 again. It could actually be E3 again. But yeah, but if you're not getting the big hitters back and you're going a new direction, then it's really not E3. You really do need to come up with something else because yeah, but that's what worries me though is the future. Like all the big hitters are not gonna they're not incentivized to go there anymore. There's no
Yeah.
reason for them to, and that's what bothers me even more about this year is not even mostly this year. It's the years to come.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, it makes sense on why they don't want to be there. It
Oh
makes
yeah.
sense. But it's like I said, I think that they have to reverse it. Instead of trying to charge them to set it up, they have to pay for that. Just like some news anchors and stuff do. They got that money in it to say, hey man, let me buy that exclusive from you. Let me buy that story from you. To where it'll eventually benefit the fans, but again, it's not benefiting the developers. So, like I said, they got their own outlets, so they can put it out when they want to, how they want to, and leave it at that.
I don't
So,
know. I just feel like it's not just like money because look, E3 could be selling these like conventions and you gotta pay a part for it. But I feel like you're gonna be getting more people to your product if you like host it at E3. If more people comes to E3, if you post more hype stuff at E3, E3 is gonna get more hype, and that's gonna get more hype to you and your game. I don't know why they won't just pay the money. It can't be the money. It can't be because of money. They're already rich enough.
we know they're not hurting. I mean, all these major players are worth billions of dollars. So they're not hurting for that. But why take money out my pocket and I can do the same thing that you're going to do? You're because all they're doing is advertising it. It's just advertising one general location. So why do I pay you for that? When I can the same eyes that you're gonna put on, I'm gonna put those same eyes are on YouTube. Those same eyes are on Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff. So you're doing the same thing that I'm gonna end up doing anyways.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
maybe.
the only difference is like I said, it's about the fans. So the fans were able to go to a location. You pay your extra money. Let's just say E3. Let's just say Tears of the Kingdom, right, wasn't coming out this year. It was coming out next year, but you paid to go and play it. You know, a demo. You know what I'm saying? Or let's just say if it was last year. Last year they had the actual Zelda there for you to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you could be that one to play it early. So it was always about the fans. But let's just say Nintendo sets up their own building and give people, you know, privilege to come and play it or whatever the case. They doing the same thing.
Missing out on even more people coming to their product. Like, I don't know.
But how?
I could
But
be,
how?
bro. I just told you how. If they go to E3, boom, right? A bunch of people already go to E3, right? Everybody already watches E3. You should become attracted to your product, bro. You get even more people just for probably like a few $1,000s, and boom, you have plenty of customers now, plenty,
Yeah.
and then even
But
more
the
over
same.
word of mouth. Them sharing to other people, doing that. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but we're talking about eyes on now, right? Your eyes are going to be on the same thing, right? So how do you find out about all the information that you currently find out about? Twitter, right? You're a Twitter subscriber. Your tweet. So Nintendo is probably part of your Twitter feed. Is part of Xbox is probably part of it. So the same information that E3 is gonna put out, you could put out that on your own.
Yeah.
And
I
that's why I said it was about the fans. It was never about them because
right.
they're gonna sell regardless.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
that's
just
true.
about giving the fans something extra to look forward to. That's all. And then it was in 1 week, so it was just all week. Video games. You know, so that's the part. I mean, I get what you're saying as far as more people being able to, maybe even test the product and get, more people being able to test it. But again, it was about us spending that extra money to go to California and get an exclusive look at, whatever new game or whatever new stuff that was coming out.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
So,
For sure.
how major of an impact y'all think this is going to leave on the gaming community, like as a whole? How major y'all think it's
Go ahead,
going to
Keith.
be?
none.
Nah, none.
None. None. I mean, again, people are disappointed. You know what I'm saying? But you get disappointed and you just have to move on because you're still gonna get the information. Whatever Nintendo's gonna put out, you're gonna get it. Whatever Xbox is gonna want to advertise, they're gonna do it. It's just gonna be on their time.
Well, I think it affects the gaming community in this way, like the physical, the actual being there, like the meetups and the things like that. I think because all of it's just going to internet, I mean, almost everything is now, and it's just even more shifting even more that way. And I think that's how it affects because something like E3 doesn't go through in physical, then like you're almost asking yourself like, what will work then?
Yeah, like
So
what other
every
gaming conventions to go to at this point? Like maybe
Well,
PAX,
like
maybe Evo,
e-
but
and then
like what else?
even your major YouTube channels, those guys usually go to E3, so that it gives you a chance to meet some of your favorite YouTubers.
Word.
They're on E3. They're at E3.
yeah,
Signing autographs and just meeting people, shaking hands, and kissing babies.
right.
uh,
That was all the biggest thing is that these big YouTube platforms could come, or Twitch platforms. All of those guys could come, and they're broadcasting it for you. So
Mhm.
you got a lot of Nintendo, I think especially got a lot of publicity this way as well,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was almost bigger that they were there than actual like E3.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel like that, the gaming community is starting to get like less and less unified. Like even though everybody was on different gaming platforms, like everyone still came to E3 to talk about, oh yeah, this new Switch game came out, this new Xbox game came out. Oh yeah, you saw that new indie game, saw it on the TV. Boom, boom, boom. But now, but now that everyone has their like own directs and their own YouTube channels and all this, like it feels like they're just being broken apart, being separated. It's like everybody being separated. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I
What you mean as far as each individual, just the gaming world, like gamers period, or just
Yo, oh my god. You know what? All right. I had my mic
Wh-
muted on stream. You know what? Forget it. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying, bro.
you was talking about
Yo.
that you was talking about the gaming community being divided.
Yeah, I feel like the gaming community is just becoming more and more divided, bro. It's just like I don't know, man. Like we are just man. I forgot what I was about to say, but yeah, it just sucks. I just
Well, I
wanna
look at it.
go ahead.
You said what?
No,
Nah,
go ahead.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's being divided. I think a lot of the online playing has made it the way where you don't have to go to someone's house anymore and play.
Yeah.
Because everything is becoming online. And so that was the fun, talking noise to your boy that was right next to you, yo, hand me the sticks. Let me. So I think it's becoming more so of everything is online. So now you got to talk your trash over voice chat,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's the difference now than what it has been in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely one. Which also, that's not the same either, man.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like, look, Keith, I could talk trash to you right now, like, oh yeah, you suck, but it doesn't feel the same. Like when I'm like right next to you, like maybe playing Smash Bros or something like that.
Right, right.
Sure. But I mean, hey, with technology and things changing, and who wants to haul around a big PlayStation, or a big Xbox now to your homeboy's house? Like, yo, the consoles were smaller. I remember,
Yeah,
carrying my GameCube around, going to my boys,
I was just
or
about to say, you got that little handle in the back there. Makes it
yeah.
very handy.
I mean, even the PlayStation, the PlayStation. Now, the PlayStation 3 was a little ridiculous because I had the old school Fat Boy. I didn't have the slim model. I had
oh,
the
you had the trash one. Oh
the
no,
the
you had the
shiny
trash
one
one.
though. That PlayStation 3 was shiny though. But yeah, I think that's the only reason why the community has been maybe not give you that same feel. And then a lot of places don't do the tournaments like they used to. Now, what you got the Smash tournament, you got
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat, you got what Tekken.
yeah,
So you don't really have, those are well maybe Street Fighter. The fighting games definitely have their tournaments, but you don't really have that stuff like you used to. Because I remember going to like some of my gaming stores. They used to have like Mario Kart tournaments and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, they don't have stuff like that no more. So COVID kind of messed a lot of that stuff up too. So
yeah. COVID kind of
COVID did.
ruined
That's one thing.
everything, man.
That's kind of what I was gonna. I forgot, but I was gonna bring that up. Like, man, COVID just changed so much. Like, when you stop and think about it, you realize how much COVID really changed things. Not just even in the game, like just overall in life.
yeah, and that's the reason why we're getting all these delays, because companies used to be working in the office together, and so now they're not able to do that. So everything is. And then you still got to be hush hush. So I'm pretty sure they're not even allowed to take some of that. They're not. I know for a fact they're not allowed to take any of that stuff home. So it's
Yep,
like,
Oh
yo.
no, yeah,
can't
yeah,
leak any of that,
nobody.
man. Nah, especially Nintendo, bro. They be keeping everything under wraps, bro. Like never. Like they could never get leaked.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
I kind of like that about Nintendo, though. I like me
No leak.
personally.
No
Yeah,
leaks.
I'm not a huge leaks rumors person myself. I know most of the internet. There's a lot of the kingdom. Really, like I don't want to know that much. I just want to know. I just want to get a minute to see what it looked like,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
don't
it.
want to know
I don't
nothing
want to be
about the
spoiled the
story.
entire experience of the game. Like that sucks.
Well,
Yeah,
for me, the only thing now I say I'm not a big Twitter person and stuff like that, so I can pretty much stay away from a lot of the leaks and stuff. But my thing that I have an issue with is showing me or introducing a game that I'm not gonna get to play for 4 years.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
okay, I get it. It's in development. Okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But let me know a year out. Then I
Yeah,
get excited about the game.
yeah,
But when you let me know, oh yeah, you gonna get this new Mario, but yeah, you won't get it until 2030. I was like, so what? What's the point in telling me now? Like, I'm gonna been and forgot about it. And
yeah.
I don't know if maybe it's an advertisement thing. I don't know. I just never understood it. Why introduce your game years in advance and you still trying to hire people for production?
Yeah, like
Right.
bro, they be showing like a little sneak peek, and then right, a few years later, they're like, oh yeah, the game is out, and the gameplay is all changed. Like what? What are you talking about?
Right. Right. Yeah. It never really made sense to me either to go that far out because you're almost setting yourself up for disappointment because you had so much anticipation and so much weight on this one game that if it's not unbelievable, everyone's gonna trash it down. Like yo, we were waiting for 4 years, and this game it doesn't live up to no one's expectations. You set yourself up for a mess on that one.
Yeah, it's just like now. Don't get me wrong. Now, Elder Ring probably was the one of the ones that I've heard years and years ago, and it actually stood up to expectations. So I can't say stuff like that. But like Cyberpunk was like introduced. I don't know, 10 years ago,
Yeah,
maybe
it
even
had 10
longer,
years of development,
Yeah,
and then it still wasn't finished.
forever.
and it came out crazy broken. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but we already know what happened to that. But yeah, it's wild. So yeah, that's my only thing as far as leaks and stuff goes. I'm
Yeah,
not. Granted, I don't want to know everything, and so forth. But I think the developers can help themselves by just not introducing it until it's ready to go, until it's at least ready for printing or ready for digital copying or whatever they do to say, all right, put the stamp of approval on it so it can get sent off. But I just was never understood that. I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know nothing about all that. So maybe there's more. I'm pretty sure there's more to it than what we see
Yeah,
on
there's
how
probably
they
way
got to
more
get
to
it
it
out there.
because they kind of got to make their money back from development time. They kind of got to create hype for it, stuff like that. That's it.
No,
right.
and I get that, and that's why I said I think a year. If it has to be that big, maybe a year and a half. But like 10 years, I was like, people are gonna forget about it. You got to bring it back to my remembrance. Remembrance every other year for me to know. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just think that it's just one of those things where it's like, don't tell me about it until you know till it's ready to go. Yeah,
Right. We're just about ready to go. And
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, max
yeah.
time is 3 years. You could drop your teaser 3 years before, but if it's not in 3 years, I forgot your game.
Man, I guess it depends on what it is. For me, I like give me like a year, year and a half out.
Yeah,
I could,
that's what I said. A year that gives you the
yeah,
anticipation. You like, yo, I can't wait till next fall, or I can't wait
right.
till next spring, or whatever. It's
Like,
like,
bro,
yo,
Breath of the Wild, they dropped that teaser 5 years ago, bro. And bro, yo, that's what had me mad. I'm like, yo, this better be hype. This better be a good game or else. Mm-mm.
it is. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's more stuff behind the scenes. But we got Isaiah in the chat. What's up, man?
What's
Yo,
up,
Isaiah was
Isaiah?
good.
We
Renee was
got
good.
Crummy.
Sparky, let's see.
There.
Cosplay
Yeah, but
girls
We got
will be the
9 in
glue
there
that
right
brings it all together.
but other but other than that, I mean, that was pretty much the gist of it.
That was it.
If anybody got uh likes or their thoughts. They can leave it in the chat. We'll get back to it. But anybody y'all been playing anything new? Old?
Anybody?
Nah, nothing new. I just been working on new game, working on new reviews and things like that. I've been playing Lost Castle, as everyone knows. We had a nice stream on there last night on
Mm-hmm.
my
Okay, yeah.
channel,
Oh
America's
yeah,
Game.
yeah. Hey, 1 year anniversary for Ty. Y'all didn't
Yeah.
know.
Drop some congrats
Yeah,
in the chat. Congrats in the chat.
Yeah, yeah.
hey, yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Yeah, we had a nice stream for it last night. All these guys was on it playing Lost Castle with me. Y'all can go and check that out if you want to. I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that's
That's what's
about it
up.
for me.
How about you, Keith?
Nothing new, Valheim. Been
It's
on it, man. It's
Valheim.
been
Oh my god. This
taking
guy
over
in
my
Valheim,
life,
bro.
taking over my life.
This guy in Valheim.
Nah, I wanted to play The Last of Us on my Steam Deck, but it came out broken. It's a
You just gonna wait
terrible
until they fix
mess.
it?
Oh
Oh,
no.
they're gonna fix it. They're not gonna let it ride out like that.
Yo,
PlayStation not gonna let it.
I feel like they're not gonna fix it, bro. I don't know.
They're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix it. It may not run perfect, but they're gonna fix it though. It's too much hype around the game. It's too
Yeah.
much going on. So, and then I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to move the other one over. So, I'm pretty sure they're gonna want to put the second one out on PC too. So, I
All right,
think they'll fix it. And then just I mean they've been pretty good. The PlayStation to PC has been pretty decent. Um,
bro. I'm waiting for
from
Bloodborne on PC, bro. If that's not on PC by tomorrow, I'm fighting
oh
PlayStation.
man, you said Bloodborne? I thought it was
Yes.
already on PC.
No. People have been
Which
waiting
one
years
is
for
on?
this junk. All right.
Man, you got Elden Ring, man.
Yo, Elden Ring, bro,
Yeah,
get that out of here.
you got Elden Ring, man. Replay. You trying to tell me Bloodborne is better than Elden Ring?
Anyways,
You trying to tell me that's what you trying to tell me?
yo, nah.
I
Hey,
think the whole chat will disagree with
come
you.
on, chill,
Don't get me
chill.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Bloodborne is what's up, but I just think I mean it'll come eventually.
Yeah, nah, Elden Ring is great.
Now, if they don't do Bloodborne on PC, I'm pretty sure the remake is in the work though, because a lot of people been asking about that game.
Yeah.
So I think the remake is due for a rehaul,
But anything
and
else?
then everybody. Oh,
Um,
didn't you play the Resident Evil 4 demo?
yo, hold on. Let me finish chewing this real quick. All right, y'all two talk. All right, so right, yo, that demo, right? I'm trying to get my hands on the full game, but yo, that $60 looking kind of crazy. But that demo, don't even get me started, bro. Bro, when that chainsaw guy came out, I parried his chainsaw for yo. Don't even get me started, bro. You know what? Let's
They
end the
had that
stream.
in
I
the
can't even
then
talk about this.
they had that in the they had that in the preview though, right?
Nah. Oh yeah. They had it inside a preview,
When
bro. I saw in the preview. I'm
yeah.
like, nah, they wildin', bro. You can parry like everything, bro. It's crazy, and it's so
Well,
cool.
I think by next week, I think JP is almost if he's not done with it, I think he's almost done with it. So he'll be able to tell us
I
what he
think he
thinks
was
about
playing the
it.
VR version. I don't think he got the new one.
I thought he did, but I don't know.
Nah, I'm not
I
so
just
sure.
know he got one of them. He got one of them. Either he got that version or the VR. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I'm eventually try to
I've played the
get
VR version.
to play.
I, in my opinion, I think that's the best version of Resident Evil. I haven't fully played the remake, so I'm not for sure. But the VR version is just so good, man. The only problem is that they play like the cutscenes from the old game, and it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, I heard I mean the movement and everything. I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's great, man. The shooting, the movement, like they have every single part of the game, but just in VR.
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Y'all want to
Yeah.
add anything?
That's it, man. Chat. Appreciate
All
y'all
right,
coming through,
all right.
stopping
We
by.
still need a name
Oh,
for our
what did he
chatters.
say? Oh, Logan said, "Hey man, I don't got your Steam, man. You got to send me your Steam name on send me your Steam name."
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm declaring it today. Our fans are gonna be called mixers. Yo, peace out, mixers. Yeah, yeah.
Mixer.
The mixers.
Sir, peace out, the
All right.
mixers. Yes, sir. Thank you for
All right.
coming, and